This video is all about uploading a Proloquo2go page set that you've created for a student to Dropbox and then also pulling it back. So this is one of the best ways to save and to share a page set that you've created so that if it ever gets deleted or they get a new iPad, it's easy to kind of open up a new one. So one of the first things you have to do, the very first thing you have to do is make sure that you have downloaded Dropbox and created a Dropbox account, either for yourself or for the student. It can just be like a generic Gmail account that you've created or your own. Be mindful that to get the free version, you can only have the same username on just a few devices, so it couldn't be like a whole school-wide account. So you go into Proloquo2go. And we need to make sure this gear button is open. And we are going to go to Dropbox. And we need to make sure Dropbox integration is on. So when you do that, it's going to ask you and you're going to say open. And then right now, in essence, we are giving permission for these to kind of link up. So we're going to press allow. But again, you needed to have already downloaded Dropbox and logged in and gotten all that set up. So now that you're there, let's first just we're going to push, sorry, I'm going to slow down a little bit. So we're going to just under options and we can go to backup. And let's just say we want to, we'll back up this one right now. So we're going to back it up and then you can export the backup. So when you say backup, it's just saved inside this iPad. So if something happens to this iPad, you won't be able to get it back. So we need to export it. So I'm going to find the most recent one that we just did. And it's giving you the option to export to Dropbox. So you push that. Again, you have to have already given access to Dropbox, and then you push OK. So now let's pretend this is a brand new, I just opened up Proloquo2go and I want to pull up an older page set. So I'm going to do, in essence, the opposite. I'm going to go to backup, but this time I'm going to import backups. And I'm going to import from Dropbox. And these are all the Dropbox of Proloquo2go for this Dropbox that I have. So I'm going to pull up the most. I'm going to find the student's name and see if whatever the most recent is. And then we're going to import it. And I want to restore it with this one. I'm going to restore it with this one. So again, this is a brand new one. It takes it just a minute. And you'll see that when it opens up, this is that student's old layout now on his. And again, if you start making some edits or maybe adding in pictures or personal information, changing the layout, hiding and editing buttons, make sure you every now and then go in, go all the way back to kind of that main options page. Make sure to randomly go to backup now, and also export that backup. Export the backup and the one that's the one that you just did. So that it's saved in your Dropbox if you ever need to pull it back up again. And so that's how you connect to Dropbox with Proloquo2go and import and export.